I'm making a super thin and crispy Domino style thin crust pizza from Joe Yonan of the Washington Post. I'll link to the recipe. You can see how thin it is. It doesn't have any yeast in it. Just starts with 3/4 of a cup of cold water. You got 2 teaspoons of sugar, a teaspoon of salt, and 4 teaspoons of olive oil. Whisk that together, and then bit by bit add in about 2 cups plus a few tablespoons, about 265 grams of all-purpose flour, and just keep mixing it till you can't with a spoon anymore. Use your hands to bring it all together, and then give it a knead for about 5 minutes, and then that's it. I'm going to let it rest for about 30 minutes. I'm going to make the sauce, but it's a really soft and pliable dough. So for the sauce, I've just got throwing a couple garlic cloves into some hot olive oil. I'm going to pull those out once they get brown, and throwing in some cherry tomatoes. I'm going to let those burst and simmer down to make the sauce. So the dough's rested a bit. Here I'm rolling it out into a fairly large rectangle and coating it with some olive oil. And now rolling it up from the bottom and trying to keep it relatively straight. So this piece of dough, I'm now cutting that into 3 pieces. It'll make 3 pizzas. Now each of those little pieces I'm rolling out. It's not very pretty, but the key is rolling it kind of like a envelope. Basically, we're laminating the dough, so rolled it twice one direction and then fold the ends in, and you've got a nice well layered piece of dough there. See here the sauce is ready. I'm putting it through a sieve just to get rid of the skin and seeds, adding some salt and oregano, and that sauce is ready for the pizza. So each of those dough balls goes between 2 pieces of parchment paper, and rolling it out with a rolling pin to get it to about 9 or 10 inches, as thin as you can, really. Let it sit for about 10 minutes when you're done before you take off the top piece of parchment paper, and then dock it with a fork, which is super important, otherwise it will inflate in the oven. Dress it with a thin layer of sauce and cheese. Cook it for about 10 minutes at 450, and you are done. And here I've seasoned it with some oregano, some parm, and you can hear how crispy that crust is. It's super light, super crispy. It's be a great appetizer or just a snack. The fact that it doesn't have to rise, it makes it, I think, pretty quick and easy to do. So hope you give it a shot. I'll link to the recipe, and thank you very much.